Pooja, you're so enterprising. You spoke about Nourish before anyone has. And you're wearing the hat of a mom, of an author, as an entrepreneur. And today we're going to talk to you about what you eat in a day. And, a larger concept of Nourish, which is more than just losing weight. So what do you eat in a day?
What do I eat in a day? I eat a lot in the day. I eat from the minute I open my eyes, and I eat 1 hour till I close my eyes. So as I open my eyes, I eat 10 almonds and 2 walnuts, so 2 halves of a walnut. Because the concept is you have to eat within the first hour of rising, so I always do that. So this happens while my kids are going to school. So in that 1 hour buffer, while I'm getting them ready, this bit of eating the nuts is already in my tummy. After that, it's breakfast, which is about 9:30, where I have about 3 to 4 egg whites. Sometimes, or a couple of times a week, I'll have the yolk as well with 1 piece of bread. That's breakfast. Then once I get to clinic, I have a cup of coffee about an hour later. An hour after that, I have 2 fruits. It could be any 2 fruits. So it's about 200 grams of a fruit, which I eat while I'm consulting with clients. 2 hours after that, I have 2 tablespoons of flax seeds and alsi seeds and hill seeds all mixed. I have a jar because I'm still in consulting at about 1 o'clock. So then I'll have that at about 1 o'clock. Then about 2 to 30 I have lunch, which is a bowl of rice, a bowl of dal, a bowl of sabzi, and a little bit of kimchi or any pickled, homemade pickle that I make. It's usually a fermented vegetable like a sauerkraut. So it's very good for your probiotics. So I like that. It's like an achar, but it's not oil based. So it adds the tangy taste. It could be chilies or just onions and carrots in a pickled form, but not an oily based, more a vinegar based. So I'll have that. That's lunch. Post lunch at about 5 o'clock, I have a glass of vegetable juice, which is a mandate all my life. It's 3 colors of vegetables in a glass of juice. So that's at 5 o'clock. At about 7, I have a couple of nourishables with either a guac dip or a hummus, any hunker dip, which is always a dip in my house. My girls eat dinner by about 7:30, but my husband's back home, so we eat at about 9, which is usually non-vegetarian, so it could be a piece of fish or chicken with either couscous or quinoa and a salad. So there's always going to be a salad, there's always going to be some grilled chicken or fish, and there's always going to be some carbs, which could be either a piece of bread or it could be couscous or it could be rice or anything. Yeah. And that's not all. I'm not done yet. I've not slept
That's a lot of
slept yet. So at 9 o'clock I do that. At 11 o'clock I'm still awake most often because I sleep by 12. So I'm still awake at 11 and I will have, if nothing else, again 2 to 3 almonds or just some nourishables or something, because I cannot sleep if I'm hungry. And then I sleep at 12 midnight.
That's a lot of food.
Now,
yeah, that was quite elaborate. What's that one evil food that you should eliminate?
Sugar.
Yes.
Sugar is one evil. White sugar, refined sugar, which you add to tea, coffees. I'm having water, by the way, but which you add to tea, coffees, or you add to desserts because you don't need sugar in any form. All the food you eat in your body is converted to sugar, so that's one evil that I would ask everyone to eliminate.
And what does your cheat day look like?
That's my cheat day that I just told you about. I don't believe in cheat days. I believe in eating right. So a cheat would be, I might eat out, so it's not cooked at home, so the oil factor is not as good as it should be. That's called a cheat, but I don't believe in any other cheat days. I eat carbs every day, so I don't need to cheat. I eat food every day, I don't need to cheat. I eat fruit every day, I don't need to cheat. I eat a chocolate when I want to, so I don't need to cheat. So I don't believe in cheat days. When I deserve to eat, or I feel like eating a cake or a pastry or a muffin, or actually I don't eat any of those. But my cheesecake is my hot favorite tea dessert. So when I want to, I eat a cheesecake, and I don't think that's called a cheat day. I think I earn it. I work hard enough to delete the calories. I eat nutritious all the time, so I'm allowed that. So I don't believe in a cheat.
And what's that one mistake that everybody makes when they're thinking about weight loss?
They believe in a cheat day. They believe that they can take 10 steps forward every Monday to Friday and then Saturday undo all the good that they've done. So that's the one mistake I think everyone makes while they're trying to lose weight, is that they feel that they can be austere for 7 days, 6 days of the week and then go sin the seventh day. But that's just undoing everything that you did initially. So I think that's the biggest mistake you could make.
And you've mentioned that there's nothing called a quick fix.
Correct, because weight loss has to be fat loss, and fat loss is an everyday process. You can't be good, lose the fat, eat wrong, gain the fat.
And that's why it's really important to make fun food, because then it's sustainable.
And you have to make peace with food here. Food can be tasty. I'm not saying my food is not tasty. Food has to be a fuel. It has to sustain you. That's what it has to be. Yes, there should be taste in it. It doesn't have to be dull and boring. But we attach too much emotions and too much affection to yummy food. Yeah. Food is your fuel. The minute you get the connect here, life becomes easier.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. And that's the mistake that parents make with kids as well, right? So
they think that food only has to be tasty with cheese and pasta. Their kids are only going to love that. Of course kids are going to love that, but they have to be taught that the majority of the day they have to eat right.
Yeah, but people are always motivated in the beginning, but when they plateau, that's when the struggle is...
They plateau because they do cheat days, darling.
Okay.
Why would you plateau if your car was beautifully rolling, if you were eating, losing fat? Losing fat, improving metabolic rate, your car never has to get stuck till you want it to stop. But what tends to happen is that we do cheat days. You roll the car, you roll it back. You roll the car, you roll it back. Your body gets so used to that, it plateaus.
And what does nourished mean if I want good hair?
If you want good hair, you want good protein, you need good vitamins, you need good selenium, you need good biotin, which means you need to eat dal, roti, sabzi. It's just as simple as that. So you know what, people make nutrition rocket science. It's not rocket science, it's very basic. And if you learn to keep the fundas basic, so if you need proteins for your hair, all you need to do is eat dal. So how difficult is that? So if you want vitamins for your skin, you need to just put some vegetables in the dal for your skin. That's it.
And even for good sleep.
You need food for good sleep. The minute you take away carbs, you take away sleep. So what you need to eat for good sleep is dal, roti, sabzi. You just have to go back to basics. You need to go back to the Indian thali like we used to eat before. Go back to how our ancestors ate, and there lies the answers. You don't need nutrition gimmicks, superfoods, kale from here and that from there. You need to go back to basics. Eat everything. Eat in the right portion size. That's the key.
You always speak about Punch 5. What is that all about?
That's the 5 fingers of nutrition. It's primarily the punch you punch the health problems with. You teach the children how to pack a fist. It's the 5 fingers of nutrition. So it's carbs, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, and you pack a punch at each meal. So you punch away every health problem with eating dal, chawal, sabzi.
When it comes to like diets, like intermittent fasting, keto, paleo, plant-based diets, like everyone's, like there is so much fat, yeah. So, do you have anything to say about that?
To all of it, I have the simplest trick in the book. Which one is the best one? The one you can start, the one you can follow, and the one you can sustain. If that happens to be keto or intermittent or paleo, go ahead and do it. But if it's something you're going to do till you lose that weight, or till you go for that wedding, or till you get to do that reunion, then it's a shortcut and it will lead you back to a dead end. So, a fad is something you stop, which is why it's called a fad. So if you won't stop it, it's called a lifestyle. And then every plan which is a lifestyle is a great plan. So I'm not going to badmouth any diet. For me, a diet is one which can be sustained as a lifestyle. So whichever one that may be for you, that it is.
Anything that's a must in your child's dabba?
Like I said, packing a fist is always one of the best ways to do it. So as long as you're getting carbs, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals into the dabba, that's the best way. So idli, sambar, coconut chutney, and there are some veggies in the sambar. So you pack a fist. So you can pack a fist with the egg sandwich. You can pack a fist with dal chawal sabzi. You can pack you can pack a fist with a quinoa cutlet, for example. So you can pack a fist, and then that becomes an essential for a tiffin for children.
And also like 5 vegetarian protein sources for kids.
So of course there are dals and pulses and sprouts. Do them in different forms. So all legumes are your plant protein sources. Milk and milk products are your plant-based protein sources. Soybean and soybean products are vegetarian sources. Quinoa is a carb with better quality protein. Amaranth is a carb with better quality protein, but yes, it is. And of course, extracts from peas and brown rice could be vegetarian sources of protein.